Hello there, this is Tattoo Jared, and in this video I would like to discuss social intelligence. And for the most part, we're going to talk about how men can be more socially intelligent with their interactions with women. All over Facebook, social media, in person, I'm always hearing women complain about men, about how they hit on them, how they speak to them, etc. Now, a lot of the things we're going to talk about may seem really simple and obvious even, but to a lot of men, I don't think they are, because they're not listening to these simple principles we're about to discuss. Now, it's not just one side of the equation here. Women can probably do better in some things as well, but we're not going to focus on that in this video. We're going to focus on the cues that men are missing that should be pretty freaking obvious. So one, women do complain about being hit on at their job or hit on at the gym or hit on at restaurants. And one big thing to notice first, if the woman was actually attracted to the guy, they wouldn't be complaining about being hit on by the guy. This is so important, let's repeat it. If the woman was actually attracted to the person, they would not mind. Okay, there you go. Now, that does not say that they can still touch and grab and do all these things that would be inappropriate regardless of whether the woman finds them attractive or not. But they would not mind having a guy they were attracted to talking to them. Now, one of the things that helps them become attracted to the guy is having them be a little social intelligent. For me, it seems night and day that when I talk to a woman that likes me, let's go through a couple checklists here. They're engaging. They don't just give one-word answers. Maybe they smile. Maybe they even initiate a little contact with you. These are simple little things that encourage you to say, hey, maybe this person does not mind talking to me. But all too often, the opposite occurs. Women give one-word answers. Yes. No. No smiles. But what do men do? Because we can be idiots, they keep on charging into the night for no good reason at all. And it's obviously not working. She's not smiling. And it just continues. And these are just the social cues in person. It's probably worse on text messages and Facebook Messenger. Woman gives one of her responses, doesn't engage, isn't interested at all. You gotta just take the hint and leave it the heck alone, right? And a lot of weaker men, I think, they might listen to some of these women complain about how these guys hit on them and think, oh, I'll never talk to a girl at the gym because I know I don't like that. I'm like, no, stop that. That's not really what they mean either. All they really mean is, I want a guy to be socially intelligent enough to know when I want them to talk to me or not. That's really what they mean. And that goes for everywhere. That goes at the workplace, goes at the gym, the bar, etc. Right? So guys, you gotta know. Know the signals. Know what to look for. Know when a person's being engaging. It should be pretty simple. But again, it's not. And a lot of men mess this kind of thing up. And also, when men are already in a relationship, I have noticed that I begin to pick up on the social cues that women give even more so, right? Because everybody knows when someone's in a relationship, especially a guy, they become more attractive to women. And let's unpack that a little bit to understand why. They're not needy, right? They're in tune with the opposite sexes or same sexes social cues, right? They understand what's going on at a different level. They're tuned into that frequency, so to speak, so that they know what's going on. And women understand all of that. And plus, the man probably feels more comfortable being completely himself and not being any outcome dependent because they already have someone around. So these are all the things that women definitely find attractive. And I don't think they'll dispute that, right? That's why there's tons of women who do get with guys who are taken or married. It's a real thing. But the goal, of course, would be as a man to be able to do these things without being in a relationship at all, right? Just be them as a single person. And I must admit, it is easier to be those ways when you do have someone, but it's not impossible to be those ways if you don't, right? One big thing for a man to do is to have his purpose in life first and his mission. That kind of alleviates some of the pressure right there. And women will really pick up on that too. Women want a man to have ambition. They want a guy that has some drive and motivation to do something good in the world. That's why women generally pick from the top of hierarchies, right? That's why you see, like, Donald J. Trump been with a lot of hot girls. How? Oh, because he's up there in the hierarchy. Think what you want about him as a person or whatever, but hey, those results, they do speak pretty loudly. And so my goal with this video is to just help men to understand, hey, pick up on these social cues. Pick up on when she really likes you. Pick up when she wants you to talk. Pick up when she doesn't want you to talk. And in fact, just because she doesn't want you to talk at one particular moment doesn't mean she won't always want you to talk. Or she may never want you to talk, I should say. Right? She may just be having a bad day that day. And then if you pick up on her social cues that she doesn't want to talk that day, maybe the next time she will want to talk. And hey, that could work too, as long as you play it cool. Right? If you get all up in her face and grill, push, all you do is force her to put her arm out and say stop and no. Don't give them that opportunity, right? In my experience, when women come after me, it's so much easier, right? They can't reject you when they're pursuing you. That's kind of my motto. But if I ever try to pursue too much, man, I can be pretty fastly rejected. And it becomes difficult. It's a cat and mouse game. And for me, it's even harder when the woman never texts first. That does put all the pressure on the guy. And it can be good in some ways too, because I'm in control of when I talk to a person. But at the same time, it's harder to pick up on how often she wants you to talk to her, which is a whole different can of worms. But the point is, men, keep it cool. If a woman doesn't want to talk to you, let her go. She's probably not just playing hard to get. She probably just doesn't want to talk to you. And to me, it's pretty obvious when women do want to talk. So men, let's do better. Let's keep our purpose in lives first. And let's read those social cues that the women feel like they're screaming at us. But for some men, it's like you have earmuffs on or you have the blinders on. You can't see them or hear them. So let's pick up on those cues and not make any more awkward situations than we have to. Thank you.